Hey guys, what's up? So, crude did obey every number of hours in a very obedient manner, isn't it? 61.4 is where it is right now. What did we predict for crude last week? Well, we said crude is not going to break 66.2. Did it? No, it did not. We said crude is also not going to break 58.5. Did it? It did. If you consider this as breaking, I don't. We have a video, or we'll be shortly producing a video on how to see and analyze the market and how to understand the analysis of the market. So, when we are saying it is going to break, what exactly is breaking a support? What exactly is breaking a resistance? What exactly is closure above or below a number? Is this a breaking? No, this is not a breaking. Uh, is this a breaking below this line? Yes, it is. How? We'll be shortly putting up a video. Keep a tab on our space. You can surely subscribe to our channel to watch and understand how to understand these things. Okay, so crude was not supposed to go above 66.2. There were a lot of factors behind it last week, and as you predicted, it had a major fall, but it still could not break 58.5. Now is a very dicey situation for crude, with the factors like coronavirus cases rising again all throughout the world, including India. China and US spat going on during their discussion. Bond deals again giving a scare to the investors with the rising yields. And Fed announcement again on this Tuesday and Wednesday to various panels on the state of the economy, coupled with uh, uncertainty in the oil cartel. Well, if you look at the economy, it is not very ripe, for crude to go above $70. It is going to be purely driven by the investors, market makers to book profits or to channel crude to a point. There are a lot of reasons behind it, there are a lot of hidden agendas behind it. We better not go in there. That is not our, uh, you can say, that is not our place to venture around in. Uh, let's just focus on what the price action is telling us. Technically, if I look at crude, it is at a very, very dicey situation. So, crude still doesn't have scope to go very high as of now. Until and unless it breaks 63.2 and closes above 64.6, I would not consider crude to break 66.2 or 68 and go above $70. Not gonna happen. So this seems very unlikely again. So crude may have a fall starting from here itself. These are the supports to book sell side profit on an intraday basis. And how do we trade on this support, on this resistance? Well, let's look at crude. This point is a very dicey one. It's a resistance for crude for the spike that it got from 58.5. Now, if crude breaks above it, then we can see crude reaching 62.3 and 63.2. How can we uh, trade on this break? How can we understand this break? Well, there are two ways. One is it can simply go up from here, which is a little bit unlikely. It will come down, take support from any of these regions, and then go up. So, uh, any buy for crude would have a stop loss of 58.5. So, to buy crude, if you buy here, if you buy here, if you buy here with the volatility that is there in the market, crude can easily break any of these supports. It can test 58.5 as well, and then it can again pull up to break this high, reach here, reach here. So buy is not advisable, here. The best position to buy crude is this, or if it breaks above this line in 1 hour. So after a closure of a 1 hour candle, if the price is above this line, next target would be 63.2. So then you can buy here, keeping this itself as a support. But then again, very high chances of this support getting broken. just because of the volatility that is there in the market. So the best point to enter a crude buy would be 58.5. Best place to enter a crude sell would be 63.2. We are definitely going to see a sell from this region. So what is going to the target? If we sell 63.2, stop loss would be again $1.4 or max $1.4. Target would again come somewhere around 59 to 60 dollars region. So that $1 region can be target. So a sell here would give us a profit of $2 to $3. A buy here would give us a profit of $2 to $1.2. So I would really not buy crude here until crude comes back down and then again tries to go up. So this is a good buying point for crude. This is the good selling point for crude. This is nowhere. Intraday trades for 50 $60, I mean 50 60 cents or $1 can be placed in this region, but then because of the volatility that is there in the market, highly probable for the trade to hit the stop loss and exit. So any buy would have to have a stop loss of 58.5. So I would keep it here and rather pull my stop losses down to 57 or 56. The $1, $2 stop loss that I'll keep here, I'd rather put a buy here and keep here below that point. Intraday trades we can take on closure above this line, and the stop loss again would be this. We cannot keep $2 stop loss in intraday. Positional trade is something else. So that's the thing for crude. Look for a sell around this region and look for a buy around this region. This region, stay away from crude. Going to be a lot of volatile market, so any buy or any sell would simply end up in hitting the stop loss. So this region is not advisable to trade. Look for a buy again in this region, look for a sell again in this region. Stay safe, guys. Trade safe and try to make a lot and lot of money.